Hey class, Absolute 5 here, and today we're going to tackle the L-shaped polygon. L-shaped polygon. Or you could call it a Tetris shape type polygon as well, because if you play the game Tetris, you see that shape appear all the time. So it's an unusual shape. It doesn't have a specific property. It's more of a, not like a guidance system. It's more like a, how you say, it's a very intuitive type of shape that you need to figure out how to go about it. So for the sake of argument, let's just say we have these values for this one, okay? Let me erase this, and this is 6, and this is 20 meters. Okay. Now, the thing with this shape is that if you notice, it's technically a polygon, but there's a huge missing, like this whole area missing here. All that space is missing. And the thing is, there's no formula that actually calculates that 100% of the time. So we have to use a combination of our perimeter and area of this shape, whatever this L-shaped thing is. Now, here's the thing. Perimeter, it states that you have to add up all the sides. But the thing is, do we have all the sides unlocked? No, we don't. We don't know what, let's say, this side 1 or this side 2 is. We have no idea what it is. It could be anything. So, but now let's actually use some logic here. If this bottom part here is 20 meters, right? And this top part is 15 meters. Wouldn't it make sense that if let's say I plugged in this shape here, right? We know it kind of looks like a square, but the thing is, we want to know that, if you notice, if I subtracted this bottom piece here, and I subtracted this top piece here, my result will be whatever's missing on the top part here. Or in this case, it'll help me unlock this side specifically. And vice versa. If I were to subtract 31 minus 6, it would give me that side. Okay, if that made sense. Let me just go back a bit. Okay, so knowing this concept, we're going to take 20 subtracted 5 meters, which is going to be 5. And 31 minus 6 is 25 meters. I'm just making sure I got it right. I don't know, for some reason I just had a huge brain fart. Yeah, 6 minus 31 is 25, sorry. So therefore, I'm going to add up all the sides now, since I've unlocked everything. I just like to put all the numbers in numerical order, and I just add them up that way. It's a habit I have that I like doing. So let's see, I get, let's see, 31, so I'll get 1, 6, 11, 17, 22, 5, 7, 9, 10. So I get, my perimeter is now 102. Now, how do I find the area? Now, that's a little bit of a difficult question to ask, because the thing is, you're trying to find the things inside, you're trying to find the measurement inside the shaded region of the polygon. How do I do that? Well, you need to splice or slice this part of the polygon. And if you notice, it kind of looks like 2 rectangles rather than just one. So, for the sake of argument, we're going to call this first rectangle rectangle 1, and this other one rectangle 2. Knowing this, here's another thing I forgot to explain. When you chop this in half, right? This bottom value here changes. Why? Because it's half of whatever you chopped up. So this side has to be, you would think 10, but it has to be corresponded to, because the thing is, okay, it's half of this value, but here's the thing. No, it's not half, sorry. When you chop this up, right, the property of a rectangle is that it has parallel lines. Therefore, if this side here is 15, that means it must be true that this other side has to be 15, and vice versa for this 5, this has to be 5. Due to the nature of parallel lines. Therefore, this is 15 and this is 5. And therefore, that this little side that I slice should be 6. And it makes sense because look, this right side will be 31. The other side, if I add up 25 and 6, I'll get 31 as well. Anyway, why is that important? To find the area, it's length times width. So what I did not want you guys to do would be to say, oh, I'm going to take 31 and multiply 20 because it's there. No, you don't do that. You have to do this way you know, okay, this is how it's done. So let's do this one at a time. So we'll take rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. We're going to try to find both their areas first. So for rectangle 1, you take 15 times 31. What is that? That will be 5 and then 15, and then I get this much, 465. And for the other rectangle 2, my area is going to be 6 times 5. I put 6. 6 times 5, and my answer is 30. So now the thing is, what you've done, essentially, you've only found the area for this, but you found the area for that, but you're still missing this little area here in the middle. Guess what you're going to do? You're just going to add up those sides. So I'm going to take, for the area, I'm going to take rectangle 1 and I add rectangle 2 to get 490. Well, I'll give the answer. 465 plus 30, which is going to be 495 as your total answer. Meters, yes. You got to always put that there. That was a lot just for one problem. I'll move a little bit faster on this next one so we can understand how this problem works. Okay, so again, to find the missing sides, you need to subtract the opposite side with respect to the other side. So meaning, if this 15 feet is here and I subtract the 9 feet, I'm trying to find whatever this top piece here is. So therefore, 15 minus 9 is how much? It's 6 feet. And vice versa, for 10 feet, I subtract 7 feet, I get 3 feet. Therefore, to find the, remember, you're doing this to find all the sides to do the perimeter. Now, if I do the perimeter, I get 15, 10, 9, 7, 6, 3. I add up everything. I have 14, 21, 27, 30, 50. My perimeter is 50 feet. Now we chop down the middle here. This is, now we're doing the area. So remember, this is parallel. Therefore, this 9 feet has to be here 9 feet. And therefore, this also has to be 6 feet. And vice versa here. This 7 has to be 7 here, because when I add up 7 and 10, 7 and 3, I get 10, which is the same thing as the left side as well. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Anyway, remember, you do that so now you won't confuse the side when you multiply 10 times 9 for rectangle 1. This is rectangle 2. I'm just choosing whichever letter I want for the rectangles. You could just choose whichever letter you want. It doesn't have to be a specific order. Anyway, rectangle 2's area is 9 times 10, and I get 90 feet. While the other one is 6 times 7, which is going to be 42 feet. And I add up rectangle 1 plus rectangle 2 for my total of 132 feet for my area. So now I'm just going to give you guys a nice L shape for homework. All right, so I want you to figure out you want you to find the perimeter and the area of this shape of the polygon. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. That's the end of the lesson, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Mash the bell button, guys, for more content, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. This has been Absolute 5. I'm Roger Palomino. Math is infinite because there are infinitely many possibilities. And don't forget, don't hate, calculate. Just calculate.